The joy of every Biafran is that at the end of the day, let this current crisis in Nigeria snowball into Nigeria going into regionalism, dividing, or better still, everybody go their separate ways. That is the joy of every Biafran. The crisis between the Southwest and the North is a testament to the fact that the Southwest is ready to divide Nigeria if the North would rise up with their whatever agenda. Yes, Ahmed Gumi made a statement. The Fulani of the North are crying for protest against Tinubu's government. The Fulani are making sure that they bring Tinubu down through whatever means. But the Southwest, they are wise politicians. They have been wise politicians in their own ways. They are saying that if they press that button, whatever button the bandits, the Boko Haram, the terrorists in the North are going to press, the Southwest is going to meet them with the same energy, and it will be the end of Nigeria. This is going to be a good one for Southeasterners that have maintained their stand that we have been marginalized in this country for over 60 years and we want a separate state. Ahmed Gumi came out amongst all the Islamic scholars in the North and has been pushing for protest. And you know, when people of that caliber push for protest, it is going to be having a different dimension. We know that banditry in Nigeria will never be complete. The history, the topic of banditry in Nigeria will never be complete if you don't mention the name of somebody like Ahmed Gumi, somebody that will go into the bushes and meet with bandits that are destroying the lives of people, killing people, destroying the economy of the North. They will go and parley with them, yet they will not be arrested. They have this so much power that they can command in the North at any point in time. Buhari coming into power, having alliance with a Tinubu, winning PDP that have ruled for 16 years was by the help of some of these bandits. They are politicians, they know what they did. They know how they invited people from the Sahel countries to win an election. So they have a say, they are powerful. When it comes to politics in Nigeria, these guys are powerful. These are the machinery of the North. The Fulani, bandit, and Boko Haram, they are the machinery of the North. The North has taken these guys as a weapon, a tool to fight any government, especially Southern government. The same thing Buhari did using the bandits, the Fulani, and whatever he brought from the Sahel to fight and kick Jonathan out of the country. So the North is activating Ahmed Gumi and the likes, threatening Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Gumi had said that the Muslim ticket is not beneficial to the North. We have gained nothing from the Muslim ticket. So it is halal to come out and protest. Although when we look at the hypocrisy of the North, it is thinking, it is smelling. When we look at how the North kept quiet as Buhari decimated the economy, the lifeline of Nigeria and Nigerians, they said nothing. Then they said protest is haram. It is abomination to protest. Now it is Tinubu that has disappointed them in all fronts. They are calling for a protest because now it has changed. Hypocrisy. You can see how these guys can stoop so low because of power, money, influence against what they believe. Just change it. That is why the North at every point in time is backward. We are praying that they should activate it. The Southeast wants any which way Nigeria is going. Let Nigeria divide. If this protest is going to cause chaos, it's going to make the country, yes, different people come and clash. Especially the North and South. They are the ones holding the country to legally disintegrate. If the Northern politicians clash with the Southern politicians, like I said, Tinubu is using Nnamdi Kanu. They are using agitators of the South as chess. They are using them to play games. They will unleash Nnamdi Kanu and Sunday Igboho if the North tries to upstage Bola Ahmed Tinubu, tries to kick out Bola Ahmed Tinubu, because the North has the capacity and capability, but the South is telling the North, if you are going to do that, just be ready for Nigeria to divide. Ready to make sure that we will man our boundaries. The boundaries will be divided from the North and the South. That is what the Southwest is telling Ahmed Gumi. Politicians in the Southwest, they are telling Ahmed Gumi. You see, this is the politics the West the Southwest have been playing for a very long time. They have been playing that politics, using the position of the Igbos, the Southeasterners, as a leverage to play politics with the North. They alone cannot play that politics with the North. In fact, if you leave the North and the Southwest, it will not take 1 week. The Southwest will leave that union. They cannot stay with the Northern people. It is the Southeast, the South-South, they are using as a leverage to negotiate, to take power from the North. If not, Nigeria would have been long gone, since this country would have not been like this. It is the Southwest that is making everything like this, giving the North that power to rule over and cause chaos and everything on the southern people of Nigeria. The Southwest is the one that is giving them that strength, that leverage to rule over Nigerians. When the Southeast take a stand, the Southwest will take other stands. Southeast politicians take a stand, the Southwest will take other stands and do other things, align with the North. Like what happened during the days of Awolowo and Akintola. Awolowo divided. They are two good friends. They divided. One aligned with the Easterners, the other one aligned with the Northerners. Akintola aligned with the Easterners. That is the Yoruba people. They look for alignment to gain power, like the way Tinubu did, and aligned with Buhari and took power from Jonathan, so as to prepare for his presidential bid and take over power from Buhari. They knew that that's the game that Tinubu played. Have alliance with Buhari, let Buhari go, then I come in. That is the politics that the Southwesterners played in getting power, taking power, and becoming in charge. They do that alliance. So Awolowo aligned with the Southeast, Akintola aligned with the North. The crisis in the Southwest led to one thing that led to the Biafra Nigerian war, led to the coup. The coup led to the war. So the Southwest is always the trigger of this kind of crisis. So this crisis now between the Southwest and the Northern politicians is needed. Let history repeat itself so that Nigerians will get the thing they deserve. The Nigerian state will have to go their separate ways. It is the Southwesterners that is making Nigeria what it is today. If the Southwest politicians quit that kind of politics they are playing and allow the Southeast and the South take a stand on what they want, come together and take a stand against the North, then we can have a country that will be fair to all. But because the Southwest has decided to align with the North against the interest of the South because of their selfish reasons, like what happened in the days of Akintola and Awolowo, they had internal conflict, and one had to align with the East, the other one align with the North. At the end of the day, the one that can play politics won. It led to the coup. Akintola was killed, and he had to snowball into a propaganda, the Igbo coup, and it became a Biafra war. So we are asking that for Nigeria to survive, this country needs to balkanize. And whatever that is going to bring it, if it's going to be this protest, if the protest will bring the balkanization of Nigeria, it is a good one. Dissenting voices. The North is threatening. The clerics are threatening. Politicians are threatening. Southwest politicians are threatening. Let the threat continue so that we can find a common ground that everybody will decide to go their separate ways. I have made my case severally on Nigeria not working. The current structure that we have today in Nigeria don't want the country to work. They are not dreaming of Nigeria working. Even in their lifetime, they don't believe Nigeria should work in their lifetime because they are gaining. It is an advantage to them that Nigeria is not working. So why would we as Nigerians at this point in time currently want to stay in a country that does not work? If it's going to be regionalism to an extent, it's going to work for the people of those regions, because there will be competition between the Oduduwa, the Biafra, or the Southwest, the West, the East, or whatever the north, and everything. If you have 6 regions, it's going to be competition all through, and people will wake up. There'll be a kind of, yes, the masses will now have the voice. But in this contraption, in this system, it is very, very difficult for you to have a working country. Now the structure of criminality, they are kicking. Those that are benefiting from Nigeria, they're not kicking. They are benefiting from Nigeria, they are kicking. They don't want the protest to start because they see these guys, they are foreseen that this protest can get to an extent, it might be worse than what is happening in Kenya today. Because the grudge Nigerians have for these leaders, the lawmakers, the grudge Nigeria has for everybody that have ruled this country that is alive today, the grudge, if they have the opportunity and they are at their mercy, Nigerians know what to do. So they are coming together. If you look at what happened in the House of Rep, the guys are saying that please don't protest like Kenya. They are trying to plead with Nigerians not to protest like Kenya because they are afraid. They know they are guilty. They know that they have run the country aground. They have played politics with the mind of people. They have destroyed the psyche. They have made people in Nigeria not normal. They don't think normal anymore. You said you are going to slash 50% of your salary. At the end of the day, the monies you get is much when it comes to allowances. You get millions, hundreds of millions in allowances. So you come to deceive Nigerians by saying we are going to slash 50% of our salary. Even in the house, they were conflicting. They were arguing on which is the salary. The deputy speaker said it is 500. The speaker was correcting the deputy speaker that it is 600. You can see the evil, wicked nature of these guys. Even they don't know what their salary is to show you that the amount of money these people make. So they are coming to gaslight Nigerians with, we'll slash our salaries. They are fighting back because they know that this is going to spiral into something else bigger than NSAS. The government is rejecting. The government is shaking. The North, the bandits in the North, the non-state actors in the North are looking for an opportunity to run over northern Nigeria through this protest. If it's going to happen, the likes of Gumi and co will be very, very thankful to God that a protest that will destabilize the government of Bola Ahmed Tinubu will come at this point in time when everywhere is getting hot. In the east, the prayer of the Biafran people, those that are on ground fighting for Biafra liberation, their prayer is that Nigeria should just have a big problem. When Nigeria just get problem, and that problem make it just lead to one thing, then everybody just verse say we are going back to our country. That is what they are praying for. The bandits in the north are praying for a protest that will cause chaos, that they will take over Moluku government, mount their Islamic caliphate. That is the Fulani. You know, in the north, there's a report that most of the clerics have been paid to speak against the protests. Yes, those that are gaining from Nigeria now, they are speaking against the protests. Christian Association of Nigeria also spoke against the protests. Most prominent figures are speaking against the protests because they know that this Nigeria that they have been milking from, this project that has been giving them money, that they have been making money from, might be destroyed through the protests. And it will give room for other sets of people to take over. You see, when bandits, terrorists take over the north, when this Fulani this hegemony, Islamic caliphate take over the north, the political structure will be disembarred, restructured. The political structure will be of another stock and structure. Those that are calling the shots in the north would not call the shots again. So likewise, if it happens in the southeast, if it happens in the southeast that Nigeria is going to divide or there's a regional system, those ones you call your Igbo politicians, they will be relegated at the back, sharp. That is why they are afraid that Nnamdi Kanu should be released. Because if Nnamdi Kanu is released, the southeast don't waste time. Whatever the guy says, they are going to resonate with him. If he plays his politics well, if he plays his game well, he's going to take over the southeast. He's going to be the voice of the southeast. The powers of the governors will be diffused. Powers of whoever top politician, even a P2B, will not command what an Nnamdi Kanu is commanding. So the protests, they are afraid that it might snowball into chaos, crisis that may cause the disintegration of the country. We are watching and waiting. The way some other people are watching and waiting. Let's see how this moves on. We know that they are afraid. Tinubu has implemented so much. 70,000 naira minimum wage. Yes, we know about the local government autonomy. House of Rep have slashed whatever. And expect more before that date, so as to pacify the protesters. Somebody said in the house that the DSS should identify their leaders, capture them or arrest them, so that we can dialogue with them. So you want to dialogue when the head is off. When it is too late, you want to dialogue when it's too late. The kind of leaders we have. I pray, I'm just praying that the protests will reset Nigeria for good. The protests, the chain that have been holding people to discover themselves, to preserve their heritage, their culture, their ingenuity, will be destroyed by this protest. We are praying. We are praying. Because if we remain like this, very few of us is going to lord over very many of us, destroying who we are. Those that are getting from Nigeria are not Nigerians. They are politicians. Those that don't want Nigeria to work are not the masses. They are politicians. They use propaganda and all sorts to just keep Nigerians under. They use all manner of lies, corruption, whatever. Look at what happened to Dangote Refinery. After spending almost $20 billion on Dangote Refinery, till now is not working. Buhari spent money, carried all Abuja to commission a project that has not been completed. Till now, it's not working. And these people, you think these people rate us? Buhari now is going to join, Dangote now is going to join the protest because he is complaining that these guys want to kill my business. Stop importation. Let's focus on Dangote Refinery. They are just playing politics. They are dealing with the guy. No crude oil for the guy. Go and source your whatever. Who would think that if somebody like Dangote would spend billions of dollars on such a project, that kind of project, and would not get supplies, crude oil supplies from Nigeria? He's a Nigerian. He's a businessman. Nigeria has crude oil in quantum, but yet the only refinery that is working, the biggest refinery in Africa, does not get crude from a Nigeria that has crude oil. We did not do anything to get crude oil. You just have to dig the ground and drill crude oil. And it is in numbers. The quantity is amazing. Just look at the country. We have 5 refineries that is not working. One of them, they try to paint it and lies. The government will lie, scam its people. A government will scam its people, and you expect that people should continue in that trajectory. No, the protest should go on. Let it not be so angry that they want to remove Tinubu. Then Tinubu be so angry that he calls for regional system of government, gang up with his Senate president, they pass regional system of government, or they balkanize the country. If it's too tough, if they impeach Akpabio, let him release Nnamdi Kanu and Sunday Igboho. Let them activate Amotekun and whoever, man the borders. Let everybody disembark from the military to your home, to your tent. If you're from the north, to your tent. Go back to the south, and let there be a separate country called Oduduwa, Biafra, and Arewa. That is what we want to happen. Because if that doesn't happen, we are going to be told the stories that our forefathers told us. Our fathers told us, and we are telling ourselves.